What if your state has not passed a plug-in solar law? Does that mean you cannot use solar at all?
No, but the safe answer depends entirely on one question. Does your system connect in parallel with utility wiring, or does it stay independent from it?
Today, we will separate three very different setups: a truly off-grid system, a portable standalone system, and a grid-connected zero-export system.
Two of those can avoid utility interconnection because they do not operate in parallel with the utility. The third can still require utility approval, permits, and code compliance, even if it is designed not to export a single watt.
Welcome to Plug-in Solar Deep Dive. I'm Lisa.
And I'm Mike. The phrase off-grid plug-in solar often bundles together very different electrical arrangements. That can lead to a dangerous misunderstanding, believing that no export means no rules. It does not.
Let's start with the clearest case: truly off-grid.
A truly off-grid system powers a structure or load that is not connected to the utility. Think of a remote cabin, a rural shed, a detached workshop, a garden irrigation controller, or equipment on a property without electric service.
The basic system can include panels, a charge controller, a battery, an inverter if you need AC power, and the loads it serves.
Because it does not run in parallel with utility service, you do not apply for a utility interconnection agreement for that standalone system.
But no utility connection does not mean no safety obligations.
Correct. A permanent PV installation can still be subject to local building and electrical permits, local amendments, and inspection. Current NFPA guidance identifies NEC Article 690 for most photovoltaic installations and Article 706 for energy storage systems. Local authorities decide which code addition applies and how it is enforced.
And visible panels can still trigger property reels.
Yes, HOAs, zoning, roof and ground mount rules, landlord permission, insurance, and fire access requirements may still matter. Utility permission is only one part of the picture.
The second path is the simplest for many people: a portable solar panel charging a portable power station.
Here, the panel charges the battery or power station, and you plug devices directly into the power station's own outlets. The system does not backfeed the house wiring and does not operate in parallel with the utility.
This can be useful for camping, temporary outdoor work, emergency device charging, a small apartment balcony where property rules allow a panel, or resilience for selected low-power items.
We should be precise, though. Portable does not mean risk-free or automatically allowed in every setting. Follow the manufacturer's instructions. Use listed equipment where applicable. Keep equipment dry, protect cables from damage, avoid overloaded extension cords, and follow fire safety guidance for batteries.
A lease, condo rule, local fire code, workplace policy, or campground rule can still restrict where a device may be placed or used.
And it is not a substitute for a whole home backup system. It is a standalone energy source for the specific loads connected to it. That distinction is what keeps it operationally separate from the home's utility-supplied electrical system.
Now for the complicated option: zero export.
A zero-export system is not actually off-grid if it connects to home circuits that are served by the utility. It may use controls, often current transformers and inverter settings, to reduce output when the building load falls, aiming to prevent reverse power flow to the grid.
That sounds careful. Why would an interconnection process still matter?
Because the system is still a generating or storage facility connected in parallel with the utility distribution system. California's Rule 21, for example, governs interconnection, operating, and metering requirements for generating facilities, including non-export facilities. The point is not that California's rule applies everywhere. The point is that non-export is a recognized type of grid interconnection, not a universal exemption from it.
What is the safe next step for a homeowner considering zero export?
Ask the utility in writing about its process for a non-exporting customer generator or non-exporting storage system. Then check local permit and inspection requirements. Do not rely on a device setting, an online forum, or the assumption that a small system will go unnoticed.
Let's make the red lines clear.
Do not connect a portable power station to household wiring through a wall outlet. That can create hazardous backfeed conditions and is not an approved way to energize a building.
Do not use improvised cords, bypass equipment instructions, or assume that batteries are simple appliances when you are creating a permanent installation.
And do not advertise a zero export setting as a substitute for checking with the utility. Do not interpret off-grid as permission to skip property, fire, building, insurance, or local code requirements.
The safest option is usually the one whose boundary is easiest to explain.
Exactly. A portable panel, a power station, and devices plugged directly into it is easy to understand. A true standalone system for a detached, non-utility served load is also conceptually clear. The moment you connect a system to utility-supplied premises wiring, the analysis changes.
Mike, give us the bottom line in 3 takeaways.
First, you can use solar without waiting for state plug-in solar legislation when the system stays independent of utility wiring, such as a true off-grid setup or a portable standalone setup. Second, permanent off-grid PV and battery systems can still require local permits, inspections, property approvals, and code compliance. Third, zero export is not the same as off-grid. If a system operates in parallel with utility-supplied wiring, contact the utility and local authority before proceeding.
Energy independence begins with understanding the electrical boundary, not with a shortcut around the rules.
Choose the simplest, safe configuration that fits your need today. And if you later move to a grid-connected system, check the current rules in your state and with your utility first.
Read the full article, explore the state tracker, and use the Plug-in Solar US savings calculator at pluginsolarus.com. I'm Lisa.
And I'm Mike. Thanks for listening.